Mr. Higgins is known as the drama teacher and director at Hingham High, who has been putting together fun and entertaining musicals and plays at the school for the past 25 years. During this time, he has also been directing the lives of countless young men and women at a critical moment in their personal story. Like actors and actresses at the beginning of a play, these high school boys and girls are developing into their roles as young adults. They may be unsure about their part or make a mistake here and there along the way, but it is all part of the process of finding their character. And Mr. Higgins has been an important part of that process.
Try to have fun every day. I think that's important. You know, if you're teaching drama and you can't have fun with your class, there's something wrong with you. So I've always been one of my goals is to learn things, to do hopefully good things, but also to have fun every day.
So we're picking up.
She barely even looks at me anymore. I can't stand it. Oh, I can tell you what she's picturing when she's not looking at you. What do you say, George?
Mr. Higgins is a lot about, being our best, but also having fun. He makes sure, he's always making jokes and things like that. So he wants us to have fun, but at the same time, he has made us all really good actors.
She's beautiful! The vision of a tale of grace and poem!
I think she's got her mouth open. You can't go on meeting like this.
We have nothing to be ashamed of.
But darling, this is madness!
Yes, I am mad with love for you.
Mr. Higgins really defines what it means to kind of have fun and be amazing at what you do, and that's what he strives for.
He really helped me develop my dry sense of humor and helped me pay attention to the subtleties of comedy and how important it is in society, how important it is. I mean, there's medical research backing how much laughter is important to your physical well-being, and that isn't really looked upon in high school as all that important. But I think John, or Mr. Higgins, sees it as very, very important.
He really took pride in the fact that we were there having a good time. And at the State Festival in 1990, which would be my senior year, at one point there was a lull while they were getting the one show ready, so we started singing the national anthem, just for fun because it was loud, and we just started doing it. And then we stood up, and before you know it, the entire Dorothy Quincy C-suite everybody is standing up singing the national anthem. And apparently John got just lambasted by some teacher from another, or retiring teacher from another school, and we were shouted down about ballpark antics and or something they brought up. And then when we went to the States in Rhode Island, we actually did the same thing. And it's funny now, but he was mad. I thought he was absolutely completely embarrassed. And the funny thing is, we felt really bad because it was we hurt him, we hurt his feelings. He feels really bad that we made him look bad. And but we got through it.
This deed must send thee hence! Do it, England!
Mr. Higgins got interested in theater and acting while doing dramatic monologues as a member of his high school forensics club in New York. He started doing plays at Boston College, and he began to realize he wanted to be more involved in theater. So he went to Catholic University for a master's degree in theater. The graduate program there has 2 tracks, one for professional actors and one for teachers. John chose the one that led him to Hingham, and the students there have benefited from that decision ever since.
I find myself gravitating to the teachers, and I found myself hanging out with those people and feeling like I was the same kind of person. I was interested in the same kinds of things. And that really sort of was one of the ways that kind of led me towards education. I think theater professionals need a level of, passion and maybe self-absorption, that allows them to be utterly consumed by their art. And I think that teachers, as I was trying to say earlier, kind of use the art, love the art, are passionate about the art, but are using it as a teaching tool. And those are the people that I gravitated to. Those people seemed very other-oriented and very caring and very group-oriented, and that's the people I liked and hung out with. And that definitely drew me in that direction. Sort of like I heard a phrase a number of years ago about how teachers ought to approach their lives or approach their careers and all of that. And the phrase was lifelong learner. And I've always sort of felt that way. I didn't necessarily think of it in those words or in those terms, but the idea that I just kept trying to learn new things, trying to do new things. And I guess I'm sort of proud of that fact.
Essentially romantic. Cappuccino, great literature, rainy night.
That only happens in Paris! We could getting a lake plane past. Hop on a Concorde, and then we could find a cafe.
I'm a little short of plane fare today.
Damn, so am I.
A good teacher, I think, is also somebody who is willing to change, willing to admit to not knowing something, and willing to learn things from the students as well. I hope that I affect one student in the way that he affected so many, and that I saw him have an effect on so many. I hope just one I do that much for.
To know that my admiration for you is sincere. I didn't want you to think I didn't mean the things I said.
I'll kill you for this, Simon Gascoigne!
Mr. Higgins is not only a director of plays, but he is also a director of teams. He nudges his students to become adults with the self-confidence they need to achieve what they want in life. They leave his class knowing that they can be whatever they wish to be. He has learned to work with what he is given, and has given them the tools necessary to take full advantage of their strengths.
I think plays kind of grow organically. You know, as you're rehearsing, you've got something, and then you're moving towards something, and then all of a sudden, new things are appearing, you know? It's developing in different ways, so maybe the play isn't quite the way I envisioned it when we first started it, you know? But that doesn't mean it's worse. It might be a lot better, because it's grown beyond that. I don't feel like I have a goal in mind. I don't feel like I've got a picture of the play, and I'm working towards that picture. I think I've got a starting point to a play, and then we're going to work and grow together. So I feel like I'm a nudger as a director. You know, I nudge people in what I think is the right direction. You guys are doing great. Thanks very much.
Wait, what was that?
Yeah, no one thought Moneo would stay.
Intensity.
Oh, right.
He's like a spaniel. He's like a pointer more than a hound, actually.
Okay.
Hounds kind of go back.
Oh, he's huge!
Okay. What? Very nice.